I wanted to get your reaction to Keefe saying that after the Vegas incident that he actually saw Suge 3 times and that he shook his hand one of those times.
I don't know what year he's talking about. I know Keefe G went in jail in a prison on a federal indictment in '98 or '99, and I think he did about 5 or 7 years. Okay. The shooting with Tupac happened 2000. I'm sorry, September 1996, right? Suge Knight himself was in custody October the 22nd, 1996, for 5.5 years. Okay, so that means he would have had him see him though 3 times between the times of September the 13th through October the 22nd. All right. He said he saw him at a Laker game. The Nets, Lakers, so that would have been the Lakers and the Nets when Jason Kidd was playing. Okay. Any of y'all know about anything about basketball? Anything about basketball? Preseason games back then started probably mid-October. The league started November the 1st. It used to always be. It started a little earlier now because they're trying to expand the, the back-to-backs. So they start like now, October the 20th, October 22nd. But back then, they didn't start until November the 1st. So what Laker game with the Nets, an East Coast team? So y'all saying, well, preseason, Reggie. Okay. Preseason, East Coast teams don't play West Coast teams in preseason just because of the travel for whatever reasons. So I'm trying to figure out what basketball game could he have saw him at between that time. We know there wasn't no basketball games going on in September, first part of October. So that's just a lie right there. I forget the other times he's trying to allege that he saw Suge, but Keefe likes y'all notice everything, everybody knows him. Everything is Keefe D, Biggie, Keefe D, Puffy, Keefe D, Suge, outside the House of Blue, Keefe D. He likes to be seen and known and all of that. Oh, but guess what? Reggie and pretty much all of Death Row staff was after probably about 2 weeks after Tupac passed. Y'all forget where we was at, y'all? Everybody know it. Y'all heard the stories. We was in the Bahamas, finishing up albums, because the Can-Am had got raided, and nobody felt comfortable setting up at Can-Am because there was a war going on in the city of Compton, and the police that came in there took over the studio, and everybody thought the studio was wired for sound. Nobody felt comfortable with Can-Am, so Can-Am was burnt. Y'all know anything about when niggas feel like a spot is burnt? That's how we feel Can-Am was. So nobody went into Can-Am anymore after about a week or two after Tupac's death. So we went to this Compass Point, is the name of the place in the Bahamas. And that's where we moved all the reels and everything, a whole production. Studio, everything. Suge flew everybody out to Bahamas because we had to get the 4 albums out. He had to get Machiavelli finished up. He had to get Dogfather finished up, but that was mainly in the mixing and stuff like that, which DJ Pooh and them did. But he had 4 albums he had to get out. Machiavelli, Dogfather, the Christmas album, and a soundtrack. I think it was Gridlock soundtrack. Oh, you're correct, John. Death Row Greatest Hits. And that was his focus. And Gridlock, because I know they were working on a lot of Gridlock stuff. So he had that contract. But those 4, and not Gridlock, But those 4 was released before like November of that year. And he had to get those out. He had got a big advance on it. And he wanted to get those projects finished. And so I don't know when could he said that he saw him, during that time, unless that he maybe saw him in the Bahamas. But yeah, that's Keefe's story. That's Keefe's story.